Trump says Cuba is approaching collapse. So what's happening? US President Donald Trump said on Tuesday that socialist Cuba is on the brink of collapse. Speaking during a visit to the state of Iowa, Trump stated, "Cuba is a country that is very close to collapse." It is noted that Cuba had been receiving funds and oil from Venezuela. Trump said that it is no longer receiving these supplies. In recent weeks, the United States has seized several oil tankers. Trump had previously announced that he would impose a full and comprehensive embargo on all sanctioned oil tankers traveling to and from Venezuela.
Well, we're going to see what happens with Cuba. I don't know, anybody interested in Cuba in this room? Not too many people. This is not a Cuba room, but that's all right. There are plenty of them around, especially in Miami. And Cuba will be failing pretty soon. Cuba is really a nation that's very close to failure. You know, they got their money from Venezuela. They got the oil from Venezuela. They're not getting that anymore.
It is worth noting that relations between Havana and Washington have been strained for decades. Cuba is currently facing its worst economic crisis since Fidel Castro's 1959 revolution and is also suffering from fuel shortages. Although Venezuelan oil supplies have declined in recent years and have been supplemented by shipments from Russia and Mexico, the Cuban economy could completely collapse if the United States fully halts Venezuelan oil supplies.
Cuba's an interesting case. Cuba is, not doing very well right now. That system has not been a very good one for Cuba. The people there have suffered for many, many years. And I think Cuba is going to be something we'll end up talking about because Cuba is a failing nation right now, very badly failing nation. And we want to help the people. It's very similar in the sense that we want to help the people in Cuba, but we want to also help the people that were forced out of Cuba and living in this country.
Yesterday, China pledged to provide support and assistance to Cuba in the face of ongoing U.S. threats, condemning Washington's pressure, which it said undermines peace and stability in the region. Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson Guo Jiakun said during a routine press conference that China expresses its grave concern and opposition to the actions of the United States toward Cuba.
Cuba is ready to fall.
Yes.
Cuba looks like it's ready to fall. I don't know if they're going to hold out. But Cuba now has no income. They got all of their income from Venezuela, from the Venezuelan oil. They're not getting any of it. And Cuba literally is ready to fall. And you have a lot of great Cuban Americans that are going to be very happy about this.
Are you considering?
He urged the United States to stop undermining regional peace and stability, calling on Washington to immediately lift the blockade and sanctions on Cuba. He concluded by affirming that China will continue to provide Cuba with all possible support and assistance.